right, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday Live, and we are live on a Monday on our normal schedule here. And thank you guys so much all for stopping in and watching the replay thus far. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. And we got the notification on the phone, on the computer. It's legit. Last week I didn't get that, so God only knows. But we're broadcasting out there on the YouTube, and it's been crazy evening, guys. We've been hit with some storms, and also me running around the house to get ready for the stream. Also haven't been feeling too well. Been dealing with very serious case of like poison ivy, poison sumac or something. So I have been going through it this week. So I do apologize, guys. It's been a week. What's up, guys? What's with the King #1? I'm not used to that. Is that a new update? I never seen that before. It's pretty cool. But we got Life with Roscoe and Dave. What's up, guys? So, but yeah, guys, we are slowly approaching this weekend show over at the Kutztown Rendingers Market in Pennsylvania. And I'm very, very much looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome, guys. So that is one show I haven't been to in about a year plus. So I'm looking forward to going. So we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. We have got a lot of my friends going to that show, and people in the chat already going to the show. Sunday is Leesport. It's free. That's a little far of a hike, especially going up to Kutztown. But yeah, I'm definitely going to Kutztown this weekend. What's up, Juice Trains? Live Roscoe. Doxy, what's up? Backstage babysitting music gear. Oh, that's cool. Ocean City, New Jersey. Very cool. Be careful out there. It's getting some storms, I believe. Probably going out to the ocean. So definitely look out for them. But it's great seeing you in here. Got Don Peck with the #1 crown right there. And Uncle Salty, what's up? Logan, how's it going? Greg T. So got all the comments so far before everything goes crazy. But yeah, guys, so the Kutztown show, I'm sure I'll have other people in here talking about it. Got some other YouTubers going up there with me, and it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. But the Kutztown show, guys, is free. It's like 2 giant pavilions of nothing but mostly toy scale trains, like O scale, S gauge, and then there's a lot of HO, but most of it's O and HO. And then I've seen a lot of tables of S and standard gauge popping up, which is cool. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Trees down 78 around 3:30. Oof. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there Saturday. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be there as early as I can get there. And anyone going to the Kutztown show, just be mindful. It's an outdoor venue. If it's a little warm, people tend to leave. If it's raining, they'll still do it. It's under a pavilion. It's under cover, so you're going to stay dry. But for my experience the last couple years, it's like anything like, what do you call it? Anything moderately temperatured in the summer, people start to like pack up early. If it's not like a perfect, beautiful 70-degree day with a slight breeze to the southeast, people will pack up early. So just be mindful of that. You gotta make sure that good weather is in there. Hope to see a bunch at Kutztown Saturday. Hey, yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll definitely be there. It's gonna be awesome, guys. And the reason why I keep on mentioning the show is that I think this show has the best potential to be like the next like Greenberg. I think it's better than most Greenbergs I've gone to of recent that were down south. And growing up in Maryland at the Timonium Fairgrounds, there's nothing but train shows there throughout the year. It's like the Greenberg Toy Show, and then there's the giant Great Scale Show that takes up the whole Cow Palace or whatever. But the Kutztown show, in my opinion, I think it's better than the Greenberg show I went to last Christmas time. And that show was like really, really pathetic compared to what it was when we were kids. It was like, holy crap, there's trains everywhere. Now it's like, oh, well, while you're shopping for trains, these people are going to try to sell you a new roof or like remodeling windows and just weird stuff like that. I'm like, this is a train show? Like, what? Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Got some more comments. Kutztown is a fantastic show. Always lots of great. You'll be all right. You'll go to another one. It'll be cool. What's up, Ed Iceberg? Oh, man. What's up, man? How's it going? But yeah, what's up, Rail Chief? And then Anfield Railroad, what's up? Late in the UK, have a great trade. Totally understand. You're on UK time over there. So, but thank you so much for stopping in. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And that show got some decent deals at Kutztown. And this time around, guys, I'm mostly looking for parts to fix things and projects, of course. And one of the projects I'll be featuring tonight, I'm gonna show you guys what I've been up to up here. I've been working on a Jordan spreader that's now fully RC controlled. Here's the remote right here, just to show you guys a little cheap RC remote. Good thing I remembered to turn it off. It's got batteries in it. So yeah, we got the Jordan spreader right here, actually, all signed, sealed, and delivered, and full of RC goodness. So the only thing I noticed is that this end over here is still up in the air. I'm not sure why that is, but I guess it didn't sandwich together all the way. So we'll see. We'll see about that later. But this thing is a monster, especially to put it back together. It's like a sandwich. And the video for that should be out, I'm hoping, by Wednesday. I've got to do the run session. I also would like to paint it before I do that to show you guys the weathering I'm going to do on the Jordan spreader. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Never leave without something. Yeah, it's exactly how Kutztown is. What's up, Scott? Hello. Let's see. Yeah, Kutztown show. I think the best thing I've ever bought there, other than like some post-war stuff. When I was collecting post-war, I bought a later generation 2025, and then I bought a later gen 2026 or a turbine. I think I bought I didn't buy the turbine there. I bought a I can't think of it. I bought a 2025 and 2026 later gen. So like the Korean War models. So the ones that have less detail, different drivers. They don't have the disc drivers and all that. And I bought that at Kutztown. That was probably 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. Those engines are long gone. And I sold a lot of that post-war stuff. Saw the short on the spreader. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to mess with. It's a little finicky. I tried to make it as stupid proof for me so I don't break anything, but it just takes a little bit to get used to, and the voltage has dropped down as far as I can go before like the RC board doesn't work. So I wanted to go down to like 3 volts, so the motors are like nice and slow. And then I had people comment to me on emails and stuff saying like you should put a reducer on the motor or like some type of voltage reducing circuit. And I'm like, there's no room. There's absolutely no room in this thing to do that. So most of the electronics you guys will see in the video with this thing, most of the electronics are in this little cab right here. You can see the wire sticking down, but the power board is in the front. So in the front nose right there, that's the only downside with this piece is that the power board's in the front nose. And if you're looking over top of the model, you're going to see it. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But other than that, it's awesome. It works. What's up, Dathan Poole? How's it going, brother? ES from New Jersey. How's it going? Keystone. Doing all right? Are you going to Boston and Maine 1397 charters at Strasbourg? November 10th and 11th, hosted by Dynamo. Okay, that'd be cool to see. That sounds like fun. No, I didn't know about that. But I'll definitely keep it in mind. What's up, Jeff? Got the blue wrench of power. Good evening to you as well. But yeah, the Jordan spreader works, and the next thing I'd like to automate would be this right here. Oh, this monster right here. This needs to be RC controlled, I think. This would just be so cool if I could put an RC motor. What's it only? How many functions? You get up and down, and then you get left, right, and the boom. I think the only boom that lifts up and down is this one right here. This one just kind of floats around. Is that it? Yeah, this one floats around on its own. So this one lifts up and down. So I'd get the boom up and down with this motion of dropping the hook. And then I'd have to get a motor to go left and right, which is not a big deal. And then I think there's one that also just lifts up the boom like this. So it'd be pretty cool, guys, if I can automate this too with an RC motor. My Osiris crane. I would sit here like all night trying to pick stuff up. So we'll see how it goes. I'll make sure I don't short this thing out. Oops. There we go. Osiris crane. That's an awesome piece. Have you seen the new trees from Menards? No, I haven't. I'll check them out in a second here. What's up, Chooch's Trains? I think I said hi to you earlier. But no, the newer trees from Menards, I'll have to check them out. Let me see. Let me look them up right now. Menards. Are they O-scale trees? Or are they HO? Or let's see. Trains. That's awesome. They have O-scale Main Street building. That actually looks really cool, and I might actually buy that. I got to fill in like this whole back of the layout, and this would be kind of a cool piece. Let's see. Let's go into. What's up, Loose Trains? How's it going? He did a video on him. Okay. There he is. Datified 4 days ago. Trees for Trains. Menards O-scale deciduous tree packs. Okay. Oh, there they are. They look all right, honestly. Menards is really trying, and I really appreciate their efforts because there's a lot of other companies out there, not mentioning any names or anything, that could be doing something like that, trying some new products. But it'd be great if they stepped more into the scenery market. But that market's kind of taken up by a couple companies. Woo! Sorry, guys, I got allergies. But yeah, I'll have to check out his video. I'm interested in just seeing what they're doing. So far, I really enjoy what Menards has been doing for the last like 20 years in the hobby. Sorry, guys. A line I'll set up at Steamtown next weekend. Okay. Lifelike. There's also what's the company that makes all those they make everything. They make like palm trees and corn. I've got some of their pieces on my layout. I forgot the company. They do like tufts and all that stuff. It's not Woodland Scenic, it's a different company. JTT, there you go. Yeah, their stuff's great. Their corn, I think the corn's like the biggest seller. And actually, I've got to add, where is it? On the left side of my layout, I'm doing like a cornfield. near like the coal mine entrance of the tunnel. So it'll be kind of cool to do like a small cornfield to hide up some on my wall in there. I've got tons of corn. But yeah, JTT is awesome. They had to raise their prices a little bit, you know, inflation and all that stuff. But I think their corn packs were like $9 or something, and they're pretty sweet. What's up, Rail Fan Roger? How's it going? Fan of trains. Hello, hello. Hunter Coleman, Woodland Scenics, and Lifelike make good stuff. So Lifelike, that's the one I wanted. Lifelike has a bunch of really like weird scenery stuff that I haven't seen in a while from anybody. So if you go to like an older train shop, there's Lifelike people and signs. Like I have a lot of signage on my layout, like railroad signage, like my yard limit signs, my speed limit signs, my whistle boards, my crossing signs. What else? Milepost signs. I have all that stuff. It's all Lifelike. It came in like a blister pack of I don't know, like 30 different signs. So it's been pretty cool. It's been a while. Yeah, no worries, guys. That'd be cool. Checking out Steamtown, Scenic Express. For what? I'm not sure what's going on with Scenic Express. I remember a couple years ago there was talk that they were selling, or I don't know. I don't know what happened to that, but Scenic Express probably makes the best. Oh God, what's that stuff called? The flocking material. It's like different colors than Woodland Scenics. Like Woodland Scenics is great. I love Woodland Scenics. Like a lot of my layout is nothing but Woodland Scenics, and their products are decent. But I'm trying to think of Scenic Express has like that thick, tough like flocking material. It comes in a shaker. I'm looking right at it right now. It's called Flock. And that stuff, they just have different colors that are more naturally appealing, in my opinion. And they also do a lot of mixed colors. Woodland Scenics is very like green, yellow, light green, dark green, olive green. And then Scenic Express is like, okay, let's just mix all these together. And you're going to get like all these different colors in a box. And all I have to do is shake it and then glue it down. It's going to be great. So it's just kind of a different approach to scenery. I love all these companies. Like I absolutely... my layout is nothing but Woodland Scenics Static Grass, Woodland Scenics Ballast here and there, and then their Tufts, the cattails and all that are Woodland Scenics. What else? What else is on here? Is Woodland. Just a lot of people. There's so much Woodland Scenics on my layout. It's ridiculous. But I will say ballast-wise, I'm not a huge Woodland Scenics ballast. Like, if you're going to ballast your track, there are other options out there. I would look at Scenic Express for ballast if you can still get their ballast, because it's just different. It's like smaller. I figured out it would glue a little bit better than Woodlands. I think it's also real crushed stone at Scenic Express. The other thing too is Brennan's Better Ballast. I know Eric Siegel's channel, he uses Brennan's Better Ballast, and that was the first time I ever heard of him. So when I did this layout up here, I used Brennan's, and I bought like 15 pounds of Brennan's ballast. And the more you buy, the more you save. It's like one of those deals. Of course, the more you buy, the more you spend, but he gives you a little bit of a discount after a certain pound of ballast, or used to. So when I bought the ballast, it came in like a 20-pound box, and there's just bags of ballast, which is kind of cool. But that's all the ballast in my layout, I think, is Brennan's, and it's real crushed stone, which is really cool. So it glues really nice. I mixed, and with my ballast on this layout, because I'm doing like steam era, I mixed in real coal. I took coal that I found while walking track and stuff, grounded it up into a powder, into chunks, and then I mixed it with Brennan's Better Ballast in a shaker, and then I put that down. So that's why you see like a little bit of black mixed in It's supposed to be like coal cinders or like from coal trains, dropping coal, just like the old days. So what's up, Timothy Ron? How's it going? What's up, PR Rail fan? Checking on some comments here. Train Man, what's up? Games and stuff. Yeah, those places they have tons of cool stuff like paint and all that. I did Brennan's Ballast. Yeah, Brennan's Ballast is great. It's good stuff. Do you have synthetic oil to your trains for Will and Scenics? Just asking. Yes, I use their grease. So who asked that? Train Man asked that. So for my grease on my engines, is it up here or no? It's Woodland Scenics. It used to be called Molly Grease. It's their hobby lithium grease. I use their grease. It's good stuff. And then for oil, I use stuff I got from the big tool guy at his card's literally right here. This guy, B&B Hobby Supply, right here. These guys, they're a little expensive for some stuff, but they had like bottles of real thin machining oil that I use for all my trains, and it's recommended. That's their repair oil that they use on all their fixing of trains. So I bought a little bottle of that stuff, and I've got a needle applicator that I use for applying it to wheels and stuff, but it's been good. Got some other comments in here. What's up, Spike Man? How's it going? Let's see. Use crushed walnut shell mixed in. Yeah, that stuff does look pretty good. It does look really good. If you're interested, they're having an open house at the Aberdeen B&O station, July 26, 10 to 1. I will let me take a picture of that because I actually let's see. Thank you so much for mentioning that. So I was up there a few months ago and working for the railroad and all. We thought we had a key to get into the train station, and we didn't. So what was it? I think it wasn't the Aberdeen station, it was Perryville station, and we had to use the restroom. It was one of them days. It's like, it's just we thought we had a key we could get in, and I was like, man, this would be a great spot to like rail fan. It's the Mark platform at Perryville, and I want to do a video. I would like to do a video on the Acellas. The new Acellas are coming in very soon. They're running at speed. I think they're still testing. I know the new Acellas are coming out. I don't know when. I don't have the inside scoop for you guys, but I would like to film the old Acellas to do a farewell video because it's going to be like, I'm not a huge Acela fanatic. I like old trains, but I love all trains, but I just prefer the old stuff like steam and, for electrics like GG1s and like we're running an E33 tonight because one of you guys asked me last week about running the E33, and I said, you know what, we'll run it next week, I promise. If you guys have any requests for engines to run, let me know. But yeah, I would like to do a farewell to the Acela. As an Amtrak guy, I can't film at work, obviously, because I'm working and it's dangerous and it's against the rules. So I would like to, on my off time, do a video at a station filming the Acellas going by. And that would be something I'd like to do pretty soon because I think they're phasing them out within a couple months. They're trying to, from what I've heard. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure there's a rail fan out there that knows a heck of a lot more than me on when they're coming in. But respectfully, I'd like to do a farewell to the Acela because I think the Acellas came out when I was in grade school. That's how long they've been in service. I remember going to train shows with my dad, and this is like the 2000s, and I remember seeing the Acela sets from Bachmann Spectrum, And I'll be like, Dad, is that a real train? Like, that can't be real. He's like, yeah, that's real. That's because my dad worked, his office was next to the Northeast Corridor. Actually, exactly where I'm working it was my dad's old office across the street in Maryland. And he's like, yeah, they're real. They're running those right now. So I think I would like to do a video on them very, very, very soon. But you're saying that they're doing an open house in the Aberdeen B&O station, not the Perryville Pensy station. The B&O station, that station, do I have a picture of that in here? I might have a photo of that from years ago or not. Let's see. Excuse me. Well, I don't. Let's see. Is this it? Nope. I don't have a photo of it, but I've been there before. I've parked out front before. And yeah, so are they opening up the station to like tour? Can you give us some insight? Like, what's the open house about? Do you know what the open house is about? Is it like to get money to help restore it, or is it like a National Historic Railway type of event? Yeah, I've definitely seen that station before. That's what I was wondering. What's in it? Is it still like full of B&O stuff, or is it like gutted? I would love to go in it. I'm not slighting the station at all, but I've parked right in front of that station. I think I was filling out reports for work years ago when I worked and lived in Maryland, and I was filling out a report. I'm like, oh, this is a nice parking lot. And then I think they had like food trucks and like a parking lot next to it. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. It may not let you post a link, but we'll see. You could try to post it. We'll see what happens, because I would be very interested in that that event. I got a picture of it, so it's in my calendar. That would be what, next weekend? Are you going to see Long Island Railroad number 39? When's that is that getting restored, or are they doing a cosmetic restoration? Because I believe that is a G5, and I'm a G5 fanatic. Built 1885, just like Doc Brown. 1885. Maybe next Monday run the PRK4 if you don't mind. Okay, that'd be cool. We could do that. Battery's dead. Oh god, I just saw that comment. Need to bring the big boy to run the layout. It'll work. I've had yeah, I think the big boy would run on here. I think, yeah, we'd be good. We'd be all right. For what I saw, it had all original 1885 stuff. Don't quote me on it. No worries. But yeah, so that station's pretty cool. It's right next to the old CSX main line. They're restoring it at Strasburg. Okay, so they're actually doing work on it to get it running. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a big boy. Like I said, guys, I appreciate all trains. They're not for me. I don't know. It's too far west. So I think big boys are cool. I've seen one of them, at least one of them at Steamtown. They've got the one. So I've seen one, at least one, and they're cool. But after seeing the Allegheny, like the C&O Allegheny at the B&O Museum when I was a kid, I'm like, no. And then the Mallet, of course. I love Mallets or mallets. But like 1309, I climbed in that cab when I was like 8 years old in the parking lot at the B&O Museum. I just jumped in the cab, almost fell through the floor because it was roached. So I have a connection to that engine. So going up to Western Maryland and seeing that engine run is pretty spectacular. I know lots of people have mixed feelings of that engine. Um, a lot of people are like it's junk or whatever. I think it's cool to see it run. It's a big engine of the East. It's our big boy on the East Coast. May bring 1309 to the show. Sweet. G5 and the K5. Nice. Someone wrote a comment. Hey, what's up, Mike? How's it going? What is the smallest engine on your collection or layout? So I have for Steam, I have an 040 Pensy. I guess that would be. I forgot the what's the 040 A6 or A5. It's an A5. Yeah, Pensy A5. It's a 040, and that's a K line that I'd love to put in. Most likely Blue Nami in that engine. I can't believe you guys are hearing me say that, but I love running that engine. It's such a beautiful tooling, and I'd love to Blue Nami that engine, and then put in like a nice smoke unit, chuffing, puffing smoke unit, along with some weathering. Weathering would look great with that piece. Smallest diesel I have is a Plymouth. Oh, well, it's a little four-wheel Plymouth. So the Yellowstone, I ran that a couple weeks ago. It's a cool engine. Like I love my EM1. I've always wanted one. That's the biggest engine in the collection, which is I'm looking right at it. But 2884, and she's a beast. But I'm also a little paranoid because the drive shaft in it can apparently shear, which is no good. I think you have to drive a pin. Norm's Trains has one. He did the mod to fix it. I think you have to drive a pin through to make it like a keyway, or on the universal joint and take a pin, shove it through there. If you could be in any locomotive cab, what locomotive and why? Oh man. Well, okay, let's do this. So a GG1 would be cool to go into. I know it's really tight. So it'd be very uncomfortable, but it'd be cool to at least try to fit in a GG1. And then for electrics, GG1. For diesel, I've been in a GP9, which is like one of my favorite Jeeps. I've done a cab ride in a GP9. I've done a cab ride in a GP30. That was awesome up at Reading and Northern. That's been a couple years now. So those are my two favorite road diesels. The modern stuff is just super boring to me. Like the newer cabs just aren't that exciting to me. But for steam, I would like to see what like at least being in a K4 cab would be like, such as the little windows and the visibility and all that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so I'd say K4 1361, of course, because it's the only one that's possibly going to work again. We'll see what happens. But I have heard great things about 1361. I've heard that from at least talking to the guy at the museum last year, he explained that the engine's in good hands and they're doing everything very slow on purpose to take their time and put 1361 back together. Yeah, I wish they kept the CNO on it. It's not a Western Maryland engine, but Western Maryland Scenic has done that to a lot of their equipment. I don't really think they have a lot of original Western Maryland stuff. Maybe like a couple pieces, but I think one of their diesels is a Reading GP30, and then the other one is a Pensy GP30. But there's not a lot of Western Maryland equipment out there, so I kind of understand. But I enjoy what they do over there. They do a good job, and it's a nice trip up the Frostburg. It's a good hike. Are you excited for 614? I don't really know a lot about 614. I know it's a big old Greenbrier, And I've got older friends that have ridden behind 614 back in the day, like way back. But I think it's going to be cool to see run. I would like to see another big locomotive run that it's sort of like 2102, like size wise. But the Greenbrier, from what I've been told, is much heavier. It's just a beast. So it'd be cool to see. I'm not like a huge 614 fanatic, but it's a train, and I'd love to see it run up at Strasbourg before it takes out and does like a excuse me, a world tour. To be pretty cool. Let's see other comments in here. But that was a good question about being a locomotive cab. What would it be? That's a great question. Any steam engine would be cool. Yeah. Okay. Pensy Long Island Railroad Spike. Sweet. Got 13 of them. Yeah, the spikes I find at work, they're not even stamped anymore. They're just good old number 8 spikes. That's the only thing you see on the tops is number 8. And those are what we use every day at work. When we were spiking, now everything, what are they going to do? Like, 30 years from now? They're going to be like, I found an old Amtrak Railroad fast clip. Or people are going to start collecting Pandrel clips. I wonder. I bet you back in the day that people never thought they'd collect date nails and spikes, but we do it. We see date nails are super rare. But I wonder if people are going to start collecting like Pandrel fast clips. Like this one has a blue insulator, or this one has a black insulator. So I've seen out in the railroad, we have black insulated fast clips, like the 2-prong, look like a knuckle that get forced in the tie. We have blue insulators. We have black insulators, brown. I've seen green, like an off green color, and there's another one that I've seen out there. But there's like, I wonder if people are going to start collecting that stuff too. It'd be kind of interesting. I know a lot of those clips are recalled. So there's a lot of extra bad fast clips out there that aren't, they removed them. They did a work order. They fixed them all. But they're like, I remember these clips. I remember my first time hitting on a fast clip and I couldn't do it. So I was just like, how do you hit this clip on? This is like some witchcraft here on the railroad, because my whole 90-day probation period, I was on wood ties, spiking every day and lifting ties by hand. Then they put me out in the corridor. I'm like, concrete ties. Like, how do I do this? We eventually learn. It's a finesse, Have you found PRR stuff every day, every single day? So let's see. NS got rid of all Pandrels that Conrail used. Yeah, they use the fast clips now. They use like real quick, they just use the knuckle clips that look like a C. It's a C clip. And you have left and then you have right and left clips. So you can get around frogs and different types of joint bars and such and switches. And they have real thin hairpin clips to get onto a joint bar. Now my brain's fried. But yes, I have found some PRR stuff. So I found it was totally roached. I did not take it home. It was a lock. I was walking back from the watch about 2 years ago now, 2.25 years ago. And I was on the watch and I found a lock on the ground. It was very old. It was not the galvanized newer locks. It was an older steel lock, and it had PRR on it. It had a crest on it. But it was totally roached. Like, it was disgusting. It was like rusted through and dirty. And I'm like, I'm not keeping this thing. I threw it into just off the track, so no one like treaded on it and got hurt or something. But I have found, I think the coolest thing I've found so far, I have a lens, an old signal lens for a dwarf signal. I don't know if it's up here or not. Let me see if I can find it. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. So, yeah, I can't find it. It's somewhere. It's an old PRR. Uh, what's it called? Lexan signal lens, and they used Lexan back in the day. It's cheaper than glass. So I think it was made in the 50s by General Signal Company. I think it's General Signal. I think it's General Signal Co. And it's a Lexan dwarf signal lens. It's a white lens. So it tells me dwarf signal. So, yep. The gauge lock spikes for Conrail. Okay. And it's with regular spikes when they took out Pandrels. Yeah, they use a lot of Pandrels now in switches, like switch kits. But the whole switch kit is built by Pandrel, and then we put it together like a Lego kit. Excuse me. The railroad concrete clips on Union Pacific. I'm not sure what they use out there, but it can't be any different than what we have on the corridor. Screw spikes. We have lag screws. We've used lags before. That's what we call them. They're just called lags. They use a drill. They use it's a nutter drill. That's what they call it. You put lags in, and we don't use those as much down here. Maybe like in switch frogs, because a lot of interlockings are still made of wood ties. So they'll put lags in for the switch kits. But I haven't spun a lag in since my 90 days, because they had us out on Pandrel ties that were all wood. I think all that stuff is out. So old PRR insulators. I do have insulators. I forgot about that. Of course, I got insulators. Tons of PRR insulators. They don't say PRR. I think the oldest insulator I found was actually on the bottom of the hill near the Harrisburg Airport, and I tripped on it. The thing tripped me out of the mud. I walked down this hill, and I was walking down, and I tripped over something. I was like, "What the heck was that?" Because it felt heavy. I looked down. I was like, "Oh, it's an insulator." Okay, you're coming home with me. Screw spikes was in Europe. Oh man, it's all good. But guys, let's run some trains here. So first off, because it's oh my god, it's 8:20. Holy moly. I hope 6:14 runs at Strasbourg. That'd be cool. All right. So first off, I want to show you guys my project of the century here. This is the Jordan spreader. Let me move the old Tamok transformer out of the way, or controller. All right, really quick, let's get some better lighting up here. Where's the smoke? This engine, this piece does not smoke. Thankfully, it does not smoke. All right, let's see. Let's get some better lighting. All right, guys, we're going to go with full-on lights real quick. Yikes, it's bright. I'm sorry. So, yeah, she's rolling nice. This is actually the first time it's been on track since it's been put together. And really quick, I'm going to show you guys a demonstration. So you can see we have a headlight up top. Nice yellow headlight. Got nice constant power. And then our remote is going to be flipped on. You got the red light and it turns off. And then check this out. So now we have a Jordan spreader that actually can it's a bit bright. Oh man. But there you go. There's the Jordan spreader. And then the other side, it's fouling the other opposing track. That's so cool. Yeah, so I was so upset when I first got this. I was like, it's manual. So I was super scared I was going to break these fins off. And just saying, guys, just for a reference, a real Jordan spreader, these fins, these arms on here, regulator arms, can actually drop, and this blade can be perpendicular to the track to get lower, because you're not going to be scraping ballast like this high off the track. So the real one would drop down even lower, so you can get into the actual, what do you call it? I should know this. The ditch line right here, and the shoulder of the ballast. So the real one would drop down even further. But this is just for fun, and it runs really smooth. It just uses servo motors. And, yep. And here, just to show you guys the other side, we'll flip it around. But I purposely made this to have fun with at shows and stuff. Got a nice cab light on the inside, too. I'm going to put some figurines on here, and we're going to weather this all up. It's going to look so nasty and dirty. It's going to look sweet. So there's my other arm. This motor can spin 360 degrees almost. But the other one can only do about 180 degrees. But yeah, no cups near the track, exactly. So originally, guys, just giving you an overview of the construction, I had one motor in here, and I did a short on that. You can see it on the short. It's one motor with a single cam on the inside. And basically, it was either all open or no open. So that kind of got frustrating, because I'm like, you know what? I would love to have it run independently. So if I wanted this shoulder, running, instead of having both open like this, going down the track, I could. So a little bit more realistic. I thought it was a lot of fun, and you can just sit here all day and just, mess with it. You can't break it. I mean, it's built like a tank. The only thing is, one of these, the left arm over here, if I have this arm pulled in like that, the other arm has issues coming out like that. So I have to be mindful of that. But other than that, the thing works great. First I thought I saw it was Russell's snowplow. Yeah, so Jordan spreaders were used for like regulating ballast or snow. So this front plow would also drop closer to the rail height that had to be, and then it could plow snow. But this has been a cool piece. I had a soundboard in here, but it was a failure. It was not loud enough, and I bought a new soundboard for it. We're going to try to put sounds in it so it sounds like generator sounds. But, just to show you guys, my intention was to sort of have this with my switcher. So if I get the switcher out, this will look great for shows. So what I wanted to do is actually hook up my switcher, the Jordan spreader, and then I have a camp car that I could put behind it. So I just wanted to build a very practical work train using either this switcher or my RS11. So this switcher right here would be perfect because it's nice and dirty. It's weathered and all that. But I've been looking up lots of pictures of work trains from like museum archives and such, and they used SW1s, SW8s, and NW2s, like real small switchers, so they could, have the power at lower speeds and not be like super jolty like a road diesel. So I thought that was kind of cool. So, but yeah, it's let's see. My intention, if we can find it on my list here, pull down list here, it should be SW1. But I want to build like a small, like regulator train or surfacing train, just for fun. Let's see. There it is, PRSW1, add to list. So sort of my idea we take her back, let's see. Oops. Let her start up. And just play around, do something like this. I have to reset it. Feature. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a lot of fun weathering this little beast of an engine. So, like, my goal would be to run this on like an outer track. And just have the fins out. I have an SW8. You just kind of mess around with the shoulder like that. Push this remote right off the table. But yeah, it's just something to mess with, guys. And these trains are meant to be played with. So, I mean, what more can you do having an RC ballast regulator? So yeah, this is just yeah, I thought the K5 was like a prototype. Yeah, once I get this Jordan spreader all weathered up, it's gonna look so awesome with this switcher. It's gonna look like an actual work train that I see every day at work. All right, let me shut her down. So yeah, this has just been a lot of fun messing around with this, and yeah, I'll set her over. Set this behind me real quick. But yeah, I encourage you guys to build your own stuff and have fun. Don't stress. Just enjoy your hobby and have some fun. And that was a project I've always wanted to do since I got that piece. It's like, it needs to move on its own because the Jordan spreader is just kind of boring as like a hand operated piece. It's more of a static piece, but I turned it into a living piece. Let's get that. So my switcher out of the fouling point of track. All right, so the main event tonight. So last week someone asked me to run the E33, and that's what we'll be running right now. So let's see, 18. And the E33 is in the Conrail flavor. And she's starting up. There you go. Locomotive has an angry horn. I love it. Got some Conrail, some Reading thrown in, Penn Central sound boxcar, and got to have a Conrail caboose. But yes, they are. I agree with you. They are works of art. I kind of get some shade sometimes because I've weathered pieces, but let's see. Is this? Oh yeah, we're working. It's working right. But if it's Pennsylvania or Pennsylvania Railroad affiliate or a local railroad, I'm not selling them. So, like, I think it'd be kind of cool to weather this E33, but it's a different type of weathering because it's electric. So I'm gonna have to study some electrics. It's usually like a dirt spray off the wheels and such, and some rust. The can opener, yeah. Yeah, I've got this, and I've got the. Where is the E44? Is it It's on the shelf. It's got to be on the shelf. Yep, E44 is on the shelf. Scrap load needs some color. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to get ready for the show. I'm gonna bring probably all my old Pensy stuff, like all my Steam era PRR stuff, and then I'd like to bring my work train stuff, and then most likely a 1950s freight, which that Pensy scrap load would look great in that freight set. Grapefruit fruits. Yeah, I've gotten some mixed reviews over weathering stuff, and I'll be honest with you guys, it's like I said, if it's Pensy, I'm not selling it. It's gonna go to the end with me. Forever, how long O-scale will be here on Earth. Those trains will be with me. Part of your history. Conrail's the only modern locomotive. Yeah, same here. I stop at the Conrail era, and well, actually, what is it? Let me turn this engine down a little bit. So my most modern diesel in my collection is my Santa train, which is a ES 44 AH or whatever, or DC or AC, one of them. It's a GE diesel, but it's my Santa train. I mean, I can't, it's whatever. Looking at my wall right now, actually, you know what? The most modern diesel I have is a Amtrak P42, and that's just because I'm an Amtrak guy. Does anyone right tricks replacement for 50-foot boxcars? Oh, I'm not sure. $50-foot boxcar line. Oh, cracked. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the most modern car in my collection is probably the AM Fleets that I have. And then I've got a, what's that engine locomotive called? Oh, shoot. I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, my mind's going totally blank. But I think, like I said, the most modern locomotive that I own that runs is a P42, only because I'm an Amtrak guy. I've got a toaster in my collection that's downstairs. What else? Toaster and oh man, it's driving me crazy. I can't think of what that locomotive is. F3s and NW2s are most modern. Yeah. CSX auto racks. Sweet. Yeah, so guys, the Decapod. So Deca. For any of you guys that remember the Decapod, I named her Deca. She is out of commission. The board is fried. So that locomotive will be fixed this week. When I get some free time up here, I will be working on that locomotive for sure, because that's one of my favorites to run with cold drags. So different scales, going to adjust over what I went where. Yeah, I totally understand that. Like for me, I like old steam, old diesel era. So it's sort of like what I modeled, but I bought some electrics just because I work under electrified territory. So I like seeing some electrics here and there. Like this E33's got a history. I've got an E44 that originally was Pensy, then it's got the Penn Central logos on it. So it's all part of history. Personal meaning. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yes. Oh, yeah, dude, I forgot about that. That might be the most modern diesel. Well, actually, no, I've got the P42 is newer than the 44 tonner. But I totally forgot. I got the Amtrak 44 tonner switcher on my table back there. But yeah, this is actually a Protosound 1. I've upgraded, running on the track right now. It sounds pretty good. It's got a get out of the way horn on her, and it's also really loud. Let's get you guys over to the station. Yeah, that horn is like, get out of my way, or or else. Yeah, she is an angry horn. Scare the dog. Let's try the Doppler. Hey, will do. I think I saw a message in there yesterday. I'll definitely check it out. Been super busy and railroading and waking up at the crack of dawn. You know how it is. Oh, the Doppler's like, I know the routine. Yeah, thankfully we have what is it? We've got a set schedule, but they keep on moving it around, and yeah, the Doppler's crazy with this engine or locomotive. Sorry, it's on engine. up, Big Rich Trains? How's it going? Doing all right. Excuse me, doing all right. Can add more Coachman's trees? Yes. Really quick, guys, I want to swap out our electric for something that smokes. We got to have smoke. Shut her down real quick. And, oh, yeah, I see a good one. Yeah, it might say Pennsylvania on it, but we'll be all right. I think you guys can manage. All right, let's get that locomotive on the track. Got to have a little bit of smoke. All right. I think this engine has the same horn. Hey, Trey, man, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night.
Change in 3 hours.
Hopefully I can find it. Hey, you're welcome. Have a good one. Oh, it's not finding on my list. Let's do the old power drop. She also needs some smoke fluid. Not on Wednesday, no. No, just today. Let's see. All right, give her some power again. Let's see if I can find it now. I'm on. This engine's a Proto 3. It's brand new. Brand new-ish. Where's my engine list? Nope. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, Wednesday is the new catalog. Oh, God. I watched a little bit of his stream last night. I was fiddling with the spreader, trying to get that working. And I've heard that, I don't know who found out what, but I heard that there's barely or no steam in this new catalog. And that's kind of a downer. But I couldn't afford it anyways, so I'm not like upset. Like, that's to be honest with you guys. It's like even if they had Steam, I couldn't afford it. It's too much. I'm just gonna witch and moan and about the prices and stuff. So I you guys know the drill with Lionel's catalog. It's gonna be that looks pretty, but it's expensive. Why don't they do things that are new? I did hear about the SD38s. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, my app is frozen up here. Oh, I don't want to be on the Google. Get me off of the Google. I'm on MTH. There we go. Last night in the chat. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, I stopped in for a little bit, and then I was soldering and burning my fingers off, and I made a comment about the Lionel paint schemes are always like ridiculous. So, Yeah, she can't find my engine. Let's see. I ran this engine not too long ago, so hoping it's if I can just let's see. kind of hoping to cycle the power on the engine to. What's up, DT Shortline? Yeah, it was a Proto 3. That was electric sound set they threw on there. Oh no. Just can't find my engine. Oh, I found the switcher. Oh no, we don't want that. I'm wondering if the switcher and this engine I just threw on the track have the same ID number, and it's finding one thinking it's both, which happens all the time. I always tell guys with MTH, I love their stuff. You have to get used to their quirks and be patient because, you know, it is what it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was sharing the same ID number. All right, well, that makes sense. Here we go. Hey, Timothy, have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, I have pretty good luck, but like I said, I was just sharing the same ID number. Got to have the Alco C630. E44 died. Switch for DCC. DCS came unwired. Oh, okay. Hopefully you're able to fix it. But yeah, I do remember that. What's up, Bill, with the Blue Wrench? How's it going? Hey, guys, we're going to go until about 9 o'clock tonight. I got to wake up super early to work on the railroad, so it is what it is. Here, let's go blue real quick. The Mecha Trinities. I'll have to look into them. I think they look pretty cool. Ooh. Fancy. Get you guys over. Hey, Don, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night. It's almost a little too blue. It's all washed out. Let's do sunrise. There we go. That's crazy, guys. There's still light outside. You can see it right on the corner of the shot there. And it's like 9 o'clock. I always hate that time of year. It's like there's still light outside, and I have to go to bed to go to work. It's a better digital aware system. Doesn't know. Yeah. So just letting you guys know. So MTH, um, they're pretty robust locomotives with DCS and Proto 3. There's only a couple things that trip them up. So my problem that just happened was that my little SW1 switcher was sharing the same engine ID as the Alco C630. So the SW1 was still on the track. So it thought that the 630 and the SW1 were the same thing. That happens a lot. What I recommend everyone do is swipe your, like every time you run your trains, especially if you have friends over or at a train club, totally swipe out your WTIU. Just do a reset, and that erases all the trains in your box. And then what that will do is reset. So every time someone puts a train on the track, it's going to give it a new ID number. I've been saying that for years, even with the old TIU that I had, because sometimes trains get confused. And if you only run 5 locomotives, most likely your IDs are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2 through 6. But for me, it's like I got a bunch of different things, and they've been to different places. And I also recommend doing a hard reset. So do 1 whistle and 5 bells every time you put a train on the track, and that resets it to factory settings. So every time you're at a train club, you want to run your train, it's going to reassign it a totally new engine ID compared to what someone else may already have. So it's just stuff like that with MTH. You know, it is what it is. Just like DCC, you know, you gotta keep an eye on your stuff and just keep that in mind. That's all. But I have very little problems with DCS, like later 2-volt or 3-volt boards, Proto 2 and Proto 3. I've had 0 Proto 3s die on me that were installed correctly. Let's just say that. Major show got angry with son's Batman train. Oh man, yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, unfortunately, there's some things in the hobby people will take way too seriously, and I think we're just, you know, we're all meant to have fun here, and it's a very inviting channel, guys. We have guys that collect toy trains, only toys in here, and model trains, but guess what? To me, they're all toys, and we're all just big kids. But there's different types of collectors in here. I've got mostly just toy train collectors like pre and post war, and then I've got guys that collect NPC and old stuff and modern stuff too. So it's a safe place for everybody. You know, I love hearing about what everyone's doing with their collections. It's a safe place, I promise. Go grass, but I'm allergic to grass, so that hobby's gonna suck pretty bad. Oh man. Get you guys back over to the station here of the control station. So guys, really quick, while our train's still going around. Whoops. Screen warped out there. Yeah, I love especially like having people over here. If they bring an engine over, I totally give them my layout. It's like, I'm not running anything of mine. You brought something over to run. Let's run it. Let's do this. And obviously that's a lot of fun. I love seeing what you know, other people's stuff run, especially up here. Like my buddy Dave, I was in the chat earlier when he brought his what was it, the Mogul? He bought a Mogul at York last spring. He brought that up here to run. That was so much fun. And then my buddy Bill with the Blue Wrench there, he brought his Y6, and that was a lot of fun watching that run. So yeah, it's always cool. Hey Jeff, have a good night. Be safe, man. Counting rivets. I don't have time for counting rivets. I just like you know, I just like detailing some stuff here and there and having some fun. What camera are you using? For right now, I'm using a Logitech Logi webcam, but for my normal YouTubing, I use a Sony ZV-1, and it's the first ZV-1. I think they still make them. They're still making them, and they're 1080 60. You can do 4K at 60 frames. I don't film in 4K. If YouTube converts it to 4K, that's awesome. But I don't like the space it takes up, and then the processing takes forever. So I film in 1080 60 with the Sony ZV-1. Check them out. And I don't use an external mic or anything. I just use the microphone on the camera, and it does a really, really good job of getting all the audio. Let's see. I'll shut her down. All right, so that smoke unit's always been loud. Give me a second here, guys. We're going to go brights. So, guys, really quick, just to reiterate the news before. So, this weekend's the Kutztown train show. If you can make it, definitely come on out. It's Kutztown, Pennsylvania. It's a hike for me, but it's worth it because they have a lot of, everything. Everything I've ever seen has been at Kutztown. From, like, new stuff to old stuff to, collectibles. And it's mostly all trains, too. It's not like some other train shows that are out there now mixing your roofing guys and your home improvement window repair people with model trains. It's like, no, this is a train show. So that is one plus about Kutztown that I really, really enjoy. So I'll be there early Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see some of you guys there. If you can't make it out to a Kutztown, I highly recommend to make it out to one of them if you're in the area. I know it's a hike. It's a hike for me too, so trust me. But yeah, so we'll be there. And then sounds like there's some really cool events happening in July. Then Model Train Days. This is the big announcement. Model Train Days at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania for O-Scale is on August 1st through the 3rd. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the museum. I'll be there on at least Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to run trains. And also I'm going to film and document the event periodically throughout the weekend to create like this giant O-Scale, like, I don't even know, like trilogy weekend of O-Scale running. So it's going to be fun. I really can't wait for that. I'm going to be with some great friends of mine and then running with the DC Independent High Railers. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to set up a big layout, run all 3 days, and then we're going to film the event. So that's coming up at the end of July into August. And then I've got some other projects I like to work on up here. The Jordan spreader, this guy, the video for this piece right here will be out Wednesday, hopefully Wednesday. I've got to edit it down and get the running portion of this all set together. So it's going to be a little bit, but that should be out very soon. And can't wait to see you guys what you think of this when we run it during the video. I also need to paint and weather this piece down. So it's going to be awesome, guys. But anyways, we find a good spot on the track for this. Good enough right there. So, but anyways, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed the live stream. We got lots of friendly faces and some new faces. Got some old faces in there. Thank you guys all so much for stopping in and spending your Monday night with me on the channel. If anything, guys, have a good rest of your week. Be safe out there. If you're rail fan and stay off those tracks, please. I don't care if it's restricted speed. I don't care if it's 1 mile per hour. Stay off the tracks. It's dangerous. And hope to see you all very soon. And see what we pick up at the train show this weekend. So, but anyways, guys, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. Keep an eye out for the new videos. We'll see you guys.